Good morning. Lunchtime. Afternoonish. Something like that. Been in my bed for so long I can't even remember what time of day it is these days. So I am, it's Thursday, 15th of October. Happy birthday, young Tom. I hope you have a cracking day. Do something fun with the fam. Maybe see this weekend, eh? But I am picking up a load. I don't mind telling you, this sickness is kicking my butt. I ain't even going to pretend to be. I'm a big tough guy from Scotland and it's all, I can handle it. Yep, I have survived it, but there's a whole different thing from surviving it to recovering from it. And Monday I felt pretty decent. Then I did probably too much. Then I ended up in bed. Tuesday and Wednesday was crapper. You know, what day is this? Thursday. Last night I had an issue with a reefer trailer in Georgia. Big shout out to, if you ever have issues there, Carrier Transcold in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Could not have been any more polite, efficient, economical, excellent service. What else is going on? Yeah, also last night in bed, almost midnight, phone call that nobody wants to get when they've got vehicles on the road. Anybody that's had them knows what I'm talking about. Nobody calls you with good news at 10 to midnight. So I made a call to this place, got their answer service. They said, "We'll have somebody call you," and I thought, here we go. Within 20 seconds the tech had called me back, gave me his mobile number. I sent Darren the app and he went there to pick the load up. Sorry, not to pick the load up, I've just done that. He went there to get the trailer fixed. The guy met him there, charged me $1,850 for a new computer for the reefer unit. And it's called a Micro with a maxi price. But you know, that's a call out, the labour, everything. So very pleased with that. Saved a load of corn. And I thought, you know, but I was in bed all day yesterday, but Paul showed up, took him to Walmart, and then went to Arby's for something to eat. Didn't want to go to a restaurant or that and sit down. I just wanted to get something quick because I was wore out. And I got a little bit of sleep after I paid the bill for the reefer at 4 o'clock this morning. Paul's away home, not home anymore, I guess. He's on the road most of these days, but he's away down to Vegas for some time off. Well earned, well deserved. He's got the weekend off, 4 nights in Caesar's Palace with his young lady, and his son's going to be doing some things with her over the weekend, so we'll have a great time. I went, got a chance to this load here, and I kind of committed to it earlier in the week. I thought I'd have somebody here, and it's supposed to be Friday, but they wanted to load it today. So anyhow, we're loaded, that's it. I went loaded, and I'll probably leave here tomorrow and meet somebody. Probably meet Justin on his way back from Alabama. That's what's going on. But the lack of energy that I have, it is woefully pitiful. You know, I've driven 25-30 miles to pick this up. I got there, perfect place to load, pulled in, on the scale, phoned them, yeah, got your weight, go to door 4, yeah, straight in the door, only person there. Made a phone call to Tommy to wish him a happy birthday, and then Paul called me. By the time that happened, the guy came out, knocked on the door and said, right, go to the scale. So I think I wasn't even here an hour. So loaded, the paperwork, all good. And that's it. So head down the road and get some breakfast or lunch or whatever you want to call it. But things are going alright. Brett's getting unloaded right now. Darren's headed to Kansas City in a decent paying load. Brett's in Kentucky, loving the scenery. I don't know, pay these guys because they're getting to see all the country for free. Surely love that. Wife's at home now making lasagna, sticking her phone to it and trying to get the smell take them through the phone. I've made homemade soup, I've got homemade cookies that the granddaughter's made, and they're making lasagna. So when my wife makes lasagna, she makes enough. Well, for most people it'll be about 20 portions, but I can eat a lot of it. But I'd like to get myself a ticket and get on a flight. I made a video about a truck that I was looking at there. I called up yesterday to buy the freaking thing and somebody put a deposit on it an hour before I phoned up, and I was trying to call them the day before and couldn't get hold of them. So back to the drawing board again. So lovely day up here, it's cool and sunny. I don't know what the temperature is, but I'll have a quick glance. I think it was about 55 maybe. No, that can't be right. It's 43. Why have I got the reefer unit running? 43 degrees, I knew it was kind of cool. So, anyway, I won't waste any of your time here. I'll get back on and record some later. I am in the Yellow Beastie. Nice truck. Speak to you in a bit. So, happy Friday lunchtime. Check out this heartbreaking that is what happens when you don't pay attention. It just takes a split second. I was coming off of a weigh station, a weigh scale in a spud shed a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't me, but that's all it takes. Looks like I need to get a complete new hood anymore, so anyhow, I'll get loaded up, get back here, I'll speak to you again in the truck here. So it's Friday lunchtime, and I'm going to venture out into the highway here and feed this load out to another truck in Wyoming. So, once I catch my breath, we'll be good to go, I think. Alright, so Friday, everything's going alright. Darren got unloaded in Kansas City, he's getting reloaded in Kansas City. Brett got reloaded this morning after dropping off in Elizabethtown. I used to joke about Elizabethtown when I was with my wife, going by there and say, yeah, Elizabethtown, I bet that's the right cheery place. Her name's Elizabeth, you see, you get that. But he loaded up in Lexington, almost to Lexington, coming back to Layton, Utah, into Smiths there. Darren's loading into Salt Lake from Kansas City, or New Century, they call it, south of there. Justin, he got loaded last night in, where the heck was that? Alabama, Tuscaloosa. I don't know how they come up with these names, you know. Tuscaloosa. So he got loaded there, he's coming all the way back to Shelley, Idaho, so I'll go out and meet him with this load that's going down to Florida, so that the old man doesn't have to run all the way down there till I get feeling a bit better. So I'm hoping to get to Laramie and do a trailer swap out there and head back, but some nice scenery out there in Wyoming, so if I can pick up some of that, I'll do that. So I'm going to go get me some drinks and some snacks and be a trucker guy again. Feels good to be sitting in this seat in this big old yellow beast again. So almost like to sit on the floor. Highlighter is heavier than me, pushes the seat down. Okay, speaking of it. It is now Saturday afternoon, and made it to Laramie. 75-mile-an-hour winds from Walcott to Cheyenne, really, but I only went as far as Laramie. That's been a lot of fun. It was great going there. Felt like I was driving a 1,000 horsepower truck. A little bit of wind assistance there. On the way back though, laying out of the wind and your hands get sore grabbing the wheel, correcting it all the time. So that has sucked today. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but I was quite pleased that I managed to make it all the way to Laramie. Sounds like a big achievement, but for me it is at the minute, but it's disastrous. Get a few hours sleep and got a freaking migraine. Recovering from the old virus. Get a migraine, not a lot of sleep, your sleep pattern's all to freaking poop. And I'm battling the wind. But I phoned up the other guys that are coming behind me and said to Darren, you don't need to be there till Monday morning, man. Just sit it out in Cheyenne till tomorrow. No sense in bucking into a headwind all day long, you know. I don't know what my fuel consumption is, but I've found it very difficult to get above 65. Thank goodness I've got an 18 speed here, just, well, 1380, it's an 18, but been able to split these half gears because a slight incline getting into a 75-mile-an-hour wind has actually dropped to 45 here, but there's still a lot of wind to be pushing when you're loaded to the max. Darren's only got £25,000 in the box, so no sense in taking the chance. There's a few trucks blowing over at the side of the road, but it's Wyoming and it's the winter. Happy days. Somebody must have had a deer there. What a mess. Anywho, that's what's going on. It's a Saturday afternoon going Highway 30 in Wyoming. There is not a lot of traffic on this road on this day, which is nice. Suits me. Paul's having a piece fishing today in Lake Mead. Having a good time. Hope you catch a fish, Polly. That's little Polly. And Brett's headed this way. He unloads, and Monday night we'll do a little switcheroo there with trailers to keep the trucks a-rolling. This unloads in Shelley, Idaho Monday morning. And Justin's headed out with a load that I took out to him, headed to Florida. What else we got? Oh yeah, and Darren's headed this way. I need another truck. I'd like another two. I'd like to take this one off the road for a little while and give it a cuddle. Not just a cuddle, she needs a makeover. Got an oil leak, bad oil leak. Ain't using it. But I need another truck to put this on and take this off, you know. And it needs a fender and a bumper. I want to get a cattle grabber, you know. I'd like to get one of those. Try and dolly this one up a bit. So, anywho, Wyoming driving in the wind. Alright, speak to you later.